Welcome to part 3 of the columns commentary. Now we're tackling flash columns! And I'm playing Atropos because you haven't heard Atropos yet. Now flash columns, as I said before, you get the flashing jewel at the bottom of the screen. You see that jewel that's in the fourth column? That's the jewel you have to get to complete this game. It's actually funny that I am playing flash columns in this LP. Because in Flash Columns is really the only columns minigame that I actually play to death. On a normal basis, I would play this game to death rather than the original columns and arcade columns. In fact, even the sequel, Columns 3, which I'm surprised that they didn't release Columns 2 for the Genesis, but I digress. Even Columns 3 was a game that I didn't bother really playing. Or Columns for PS2. I mean, I haven't beaten Columns for PS2. It's a very hard game, I won't lie, especially if you're doing story mode. Nevertheless, though, this minigame is definitely great. This minigame is definitely the best, and here's how broken, remember how I said that you can complete flash columns with 2 rows in 1 second? Well, you don't see it in this run. Actually, you do see it. You see it twice. However, it took me like 3 times just to get it right. If this only happened on Novice. I tried doing this on Pro, and somehow it never happened, but somehow I was able to manage to get it on my first try. Third try, sorry. It takes good timing, and according to the Sega records, there are some people that have done it in 0 seconds, but you have to hack the game properly in order to do it. I still have never been able to get this done in 0 seconds, so under my own theory, I find it still impossible, so I keep just getting 1 second. Now, the next part you're about to see is match mode. In 2-player, you can actually do regular mode or you can do match mode. I bothered playing the match mode so you can actually see what you're doing here. This time around, I'm actually using 2 controllers. I'm using 2 controllers on the emulator at once. However, in the next segment, which you'll see in a few hours or whatever, you'll also see that doubles mode features the whole gimmick of alternating between controllers. So I had to get my head colleague Neo Morgan in order to do it. There isn't any commentary of him in the video, but you'll see that I'll be showing off what that is. Anyway, in match mode, either you have to get the flashing jewel, or if you want to lose, just fill your jewels up to the top of the screen. Nevertheless, yeah, I decided to actually show you how it really works, so... No, I would never play on Amateur. The reason why I'm playing on Novice is because if I played on Amateur or Pro and I had 9 rows, I would kill myself in the game, I stress. It's not easy. And as you can see, I'm having trouble trying to use both controllers at the same time. It's not easy to handle 2 controllers, and I think Clement mentioned this in his, Sonic 2 2-player segment. But nevertheless, that has nothing to do with this now, doesn't it? But yeah. So that's Flash Columns. Very short segment. Now it's time for the doubles mode. See you then.